Hello everybody, this is Kyrix with a brand new edition of This Week in Kyrix 2017. It's a new year, and it is currently Wednesday, January 4th of 2017, which means it is time for a new farm on Stardew Valley. And we're skipping the intro this time. Gonna do a standard farm, usual setup, change the shirt and the hair a little bit, just because I never remember what those were in the first place. So, the year is 2017, and all's going pretty well, all things considered. Last night kind of sucked 1,000 dicks, though. Went back to HeroClick's first game of the new year. Played Civil War team. Anti-registration, because of course I did. I played the LE Captain America. I figured I'd give him a shot. For those who don't know, there is an LE limited edition, which is the tournament prize, Captain America, as well as the common, which is the one that everybody basically has access to. Okay, first things first. We're gonna change some settings here, because that's destroying the fuck out of my ears. Graphics. Oops, no. Do that, and I think that does everything else. Yeah, that should be good. Anyway, oh dear, I forgot how, icky this place starts out. So anyway, decided I'd give the LE Captain America a shot. I didn't like him very much on paper. Basically, the common has a whole bunch of powers that makes him very useful, and the LE loses almost all of those. They're the exact same points, so it's not like, well, the common's cheaper or this one's cheaper, you know, it's... On paper, they're the same, but they are very much not the same, if you get my meaning, you know? But anyway, I decided I'd give him a shot, you know? Who knows, maybe he could have been awesome. Turns out he was not awesome, but that's neither here nor there. I played the Punisher, which is a new figure for me. I've heard good things about him, but never really seen him in action, because I never played against him, and I never used him. Turns out, he runs pretty damn well. Played Black Panther, because of course I did. Anyone who watches This Week in Kyrix, which is probably you, if you're watching this, knows that, that Black Panther's my fucking bread and butter. That is my baby. He is just the linchpin of any team he's on, just by definition. And I rounded it out with Falcon. And I played okay. First round, I played against one of our friends from Tampa, and I smoked him, and it wasn't his fault. He couldn't roll over a 5. Now, that's not to say he would have beaten me. I'm still fairly certain he would have lost, but not to the degree he did. He only inflicted auto damage via the poison power. He never actually hit me the entire game. Let me see, why am I being texted? Anyway, what was it? I've already lost my train of thought. Anyway, second round, played against a stupid cheese team for fucking regionals and worlds and shit, which has no business being at the fucking venue. And 2 people were running the exact same team. I got exactly 2 attacks off and was just devastated. But I took that with relative good humor because, like I said, I didn't deserve to win the last game to the degree that I did. Deserve to win it? Sure. Not as much of a curb stomp, though, as I pulled off. And the third round was actually a really good game. I was playing against my friend's team, which a variant of his Worlds team, which basically involves free bystander figures, which they just don't have a lot going for them. They have 1 hit of life, but they don't cost any points, so he can't, I can kill 100 of them and not score a single goddamn point. And I actually had one of the teams that could beat him because of my Punisher. Because Punisher has a trick to him. First off, he can target 2 characters independently of one another, which is pretty cool. But that's not the kicker. The kicker is, not only can he do that, but he gets 3 ammo tokens at the start of the game. I can remove an ammo token to basically roll a 3rd die whenever I attack and choose 2 of the dice to be my attack roll. And I can also remove an action token, or not an action, but an ammo token, and he will get another attack. And it will do the same basic damage, which is 3. And the reason that's awesome is because his figure that he was playing could make 2 tokens a turn, or every other turn. So he'd make the 2 tokens, and then Punisher would frickin' kill them both. Which you're thinking, okay, Kyrix, that's cool, but what's the point? Well, here's the point. Every time Punisher kills something, he gets more ammo tokens. So I'd take a token off so I could roll 3 dice, and then kill 2 of them and basically get my token back and an extra token. And if I missed, I'd take another ammo token off again and take another shot at them. And if he had 4 figures on the map and I could see them all, I'd kill 2, then I'd kill 2 more. So if I could keep hitting him, and their stats are kind of garbage, so I could have easily, then he could effectively become just this unlimited ammo machine, you know? Just this perpetual motion machine of firepower. And since he has the willpower ability, I can attack pretty much limitlessly. That'll do for now. I need to eat something. Time to scrounge. Otherwise, I'm never going to get anything planted. No. I mean, I do have money, but why waste that on this, you know? Especially since wandering around is almost guaranteed to give me something to gnaw on. It's very rare that nothing edible spawns. I mean, it may not spawn a lot, and may not spawn in easy-to-find places, but almost always something will spawn during the day. I kind of like the randomness of that compared to Harvest Moon, but Harvest Moon guaranteeing shit was nice too. That's a big help. A couple more of those and I'm good. I'm set for the day. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the 4-day format for this thing. 4-day format seems to work pretty well for me. Daffodils. Now let's find my little blonde friend Haley, because she needs flowers. I need to start working on her immediately. Whether I keep her as my love interest is kind of irrelevant for the time being. Hello, Emily. You know what? You can have a flower too, because you're a sweetheart. Anyway, so yeah, the problem was eventually I just started missing attacks, and oh, there she is. Hello, Miss Haley. That's fine. I guarantee that's nicer than anything she would have said to me, especially at this early stage in the game. So yeah, I ended up losing 0-3. It was one of my biggest defeats in a while. I mean, I've lost matches like that, but it generally doesn't happen. I'm usually better than that. But this time I was not. Shit happens. Sometimes you get your ass kicked, you know? It's just kind of a thing. I'm gonna eat this. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna. So that's not the thing that was shitty. What was shitty is I have this dice bag. It's this little purple, maybe blue, I think it's purple, cloth bag that my mom gave me with little drawstrings and stuff, and it's a decently sized bag, honestly. I say little, but it's really not that small. I mean, it's big enough to fit a lot of dice and a deck protector in it. So I had all my dice, which are custom dice. That's going to be important in a minute. So it's not something I can just go to the store and replace. And I don't think our judge has any more of these dice, so I couldn't replace them anyway. Plus, there's the fact that each pair of these was selling for like 20 bucks when he sold them. And so I have about... If you're still selling at that price, I have about $300 worth of dice in my bag. It is not an insignificant amount. And then I have a deck protector with my 4 figures, plus the X-23 that I was loaning Anubis. And their cards, and some action tokens, and shit like that. Basically, I had a lot of gaming stuff in there. And I had it on my handlebars. And I'm riding home. For reference, I'm riding from about 100th Avenue. I'm riding down the street, get all the way home. Again, for reference, I live on 11th Avenue. So from about 100, maybe 102nd, to 11th. Get home, realize, where's my bag? At some point in the ride, it fell off my handlebars and I didn't fucking notice. So in a panic, I start heading back, trying to look for it. And I'm riding reasonably slow. Every now and then I'll catch myself speeding up and slow the fuck back down, because I need to keep track of what the fuck I'm doing. But, I get up to 83rd Avenue and finally find it. I mean, on the one hand, I'm worried, but I'm not really worried, because, for one thing, it's freaking 9, 10 o'clock at night. Who the hell's gonna be walking the street at that hour? Plus, like I keep telling people and keep telling myself, generally when people see shit on the road, they leave it there. Whether it's because it's, well, it's not mine, I ain't fucking with it, or because, ugh, I don't know where that's been, I ain't touching it. People don't tend to mess with stuff. I mean, I see stuff like that all the time, just laying around. Plus, who would steal the damn thing? I mean, unless you're a gamer, you would not recognize the value of what's in that bag. You know? You're gonna see, like, a whole bunch of dice, like, oh, they've got a little Avengers dice, that's cool. You're not gonna realize that those, well, not the Avengers dice, but like, oh, this little Captain America shield, that's cool. You're not gonna realize that's a $20 pair of dice for both of them. That's not gonna be the first thing that pops in your head. Oh, the Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, you're not gonna think, oh, that's 20 bucks. Oh, a statue of Black Panther. You're not gonna think, wow, this thing's an LE worth 20 to 30. Ooh, Captain America, he's worth a lot. You're not gonna think these things. Unless you're a HeroClix gamer, you will have no concept of the value of these things. Just inherently, you will not. Because they're worthless, for the most part, unless you're either a comic fan or a HeroClix player. And if you're a comic fan, there are better statues you can find, you know? And if you are a HeroClix player, chances are you will eventually make your way up to our store. And if I see you with my dice bag and you're at my store, it's your ass, you know? Say, I lost that 3 months ago, give it back. Also, you owe me all of the things that were in it. You know? And the best thing is, everyone up there can corroborate my story because everyone knows what my shit is. But that's neither here nor there now. The point is, I found it. It's safe, it's home. Alright, fine, I'll look at my fucking text messages. Alright, anyway. Yeah, my friend's trying to get her dog out of this woman's clutches, and she's like, oh, he needs to fill out this application from our website, and I'm sitting here thinking, no, And she told her my name. It's like, is that the same person in St. Pete who has a charge of aggravated assault for threatening 2 female students with a knife? I'm like, what the fuck? It's the first I've heard of it. I didn't even go to college, damn it. So yeah, clicks kind of came off a little rocky. On the plus side, food stamps came in today, just got back from shopping, got a bunch of stuff, even a lot of snacks. And I actually didn't really overdo it this time on snacks, although other people might disagree. But other people can eat a dick. It's my money and my fucking snacks, you know? But got a lot of just small foods, you know, got some bacon, got some fucking Hot Pockets. I'm experimenting with Hot Pockets now. There's a couple flavors I wanted to try, like a ham and cheese thing, pepperoni pizza, which I've had. Minor shit, you know, no biggies. Just little Hot Pockets here and there. Got the stuff for mac and tuna. Got some bacon I mentioned. Okay, there's that. Let's go find some shit and get some new seeds to plant, because seeds are a thing. Ooh, a leek. Ooh, a Haley flower. For Haley. Time to get to her house before she has a chance to scamper away. Like the crazy little camera woman she is. Little shutterbug. So yeah, I got some... Oh, don't you run away. Okay, different person. Alright, is she still in her room? She is still in her room. So yeah, I've got some more gaming stuff to work on. I almost said, oh, I gotta work on Stardew Valley, but I'm kind of doing that right now. Today's actually going to be a very busy day. Gotta head down to Mom's, visit her for a bit. Go to the vet, pick up the dog's flea pills. Just a bunch of stuff. That's why I'm doing this early in the morning, because I won't have the energy otherwise. You know what's not boring, Haley? Taking photographs of cows. Apparently you'll really like that. Thought I was going to go dirty there, didn't you? Well, you're wrong. Alright, let's buy some frickin' seeds. And probably sell this leek, depending on how much it's worth. It'll be a while before you and I have any business with one another. Hi, Abby. Feel free to explore the overgrown fields, just don't trample my shit. That's all I ask. Well, shit, that paid for the beans. Two of those. Some of these. Sure. Sure. Fuck it, another parsnip. And a jazz seed. I'm good. So, yeah, clicks next week should be fun. Fun-ish. I think it's 400 points theme. Maybe it has a, maybe it allows resources, maybe it doesn't, I'll have to check. I've got a couple ideas batting around in my head. I might play Legion of Superheroes, I might play Injustice Society. Might do Blue Lanterns, actually. And there was another one I was thinking about doing, but I don't remember what it was now. Just planting my crops, such as they are. I'm gonna try to be a little more aggressive in my money making in this game, as opposed to last year's half year, so to speak. Try and get some more free seeds. Vary my crops a bit. Get in there. Again, this year, gonna be a big deal to try and get some gold star cauliflower. Because that'll come in handy with the summer luau, because this time I'll be playing past that point. It'd be nice to get a boost to everyone in town. So yeah, there's a couple things I could play, potentially, next week. Most of them fun. I do know that none of the teams will consist of X-23, because Anubis is borrowing her again. He's a real fan of the character, and why shouldn't he be? She's really good. Well, not so much the character as the figure, although I happen to like the character as well. But he's more concerned about what the figure can do. She can do a lot. She's a literal one-woman army. She can hold her own against just about any other thing. At least against one that's not geared to destroy melee characters. You know, some characters just are untouchable in melee. Like Psycho Pirate. Come to think of it, we haven't had a Psycho Pirate since Crisis. It's been a while. There we go. So yeah, later on today, I have got to work on some more Force Awakens. Should have it done by the end of the week, potentially. Gotta resume Xenoverse. Gotta get some headway made on that. Once Force Awakens is done, I should be good until about February before I have to upload anything, but it's stuff that I already have recorded, so no worries. So I'm gonna have all the time in the world to marathon Xenoverse and get that done. And then I'll move on to whatever next suits my fancy. Because once Xenoverse is done, I'm good until, like, the end of the fucking year. At least for that day. And then if I want to do a little more, I can finish Battle of Z, and that'll carry me into 2018, and... yeah, I've got several games now just to pull from. Plus, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection arrived today, so I've got that back. Except this time I own it. So I can actually have another rental out while I have this game, which is good! So I'm gonna be starting on Peace Walker relatively soonish, I hope. Depends on how long Xenoverse takes and a couple other things. Yay, Geodes! Oh, I sold the leek. I'm like, where's my leek? I'm gonna eat it. Can't eat it. I sold it. Like an idiot. Maybe this will turn into food. Oh, close. It's actually a little better than turning into food. It'll turn into things that'll turn into food. Got what, 8 seeds? That should be enough. For now, at least. Best part is I ain't gotta water shit tomorrow because it's actually gonna rain. Although that will make getting my scarecrow recipe a little more time consuming. I'll probably be fine. Yep, I'll be fine. Splurp. All done. Yay, done. A lot of fucking fibers. But that's okay. Fibers is it. Ooh! Foraging happened. Why did foraging happen? I guess that doesn't matter. Yay, water. Give me the weather. Aw, that's a sadness of weather. A sadnessing weather of infinite sadness. Trying to talk Jay into watching The Giant Claw with me. I've been in a mood for that movie. Which I saw it the other day. Again. It's... For as crappy as the effects were, and they were, I really like the movie. I think it's really well done. If they were to redo this movie with, say, CGing the monster in and changing nothing else, just taking the giant bird and CGing it to make it look a little less goofy, then I think it would actually be a really, really good monster movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually like the derpy looking bird, because I think that's actually scarier, you know? Because anyone can fear just this terrifying fucking kaiju beast bearing down at you, but getting eaten by a derpy looking antimatter buzzard, having that be the last thing you see, it's a horrible way to go, you know? I think that actually makes him scarier, the fact that he's so dumb looking, or she's so dumb looking because it lays an egg. Spoilers, it's on Earth to breed. But yeah, it's a decent movie. It's kind of suspenseful. I'm sorry, Pupper. As soon as I finish this, I gotta walk that poor dog. She has waited long enough. Are you gonna poop this time when I take you out? She didn't poop yesterday when I took her out. I let her just roam the house. Went into the bathroom, and as I'm getting up, just foot down in a big old mound of poo. I'm like, really, Maya? You really gonna do this to me? Whining won't make the video finish any sooner, sweetheart. No, not yet. I'm hurrying. Oh, I know, Bubbers. Might not even be that she has to go. She might just be bored. But she probably has to go. I know, baby. Lay down. I'll get you in a couple minutes. No. No. Going to Haley's is kind of a waste. She tends to stay in bed on days like this. And she's not at 2 Hearts yet, so I can't go into her room. So, no sense in even going to visit her. Unless I get something for her sister. In which case, there's plenty of reason. Ah, there we go. Let's toss the stones. Those are the things I'm least likely to use right now. What is? Oh, it's a little voodoo doll. That's a little horrifying, actually. Let's toss that. Inventory is not full. I have spring onions. These should get me a little bit of money. Not much, but a little bit. Money that I can use to buy more seeds. You know, once I plant the seeds I already have. Probably just sell these directly at the shop, honestly. So yeah, I'm back into clicks, which is good. Honestly though, if I had failed to find my bag, I would have been demoralized to the point where I might very well have just said fuck it and quit, because that would have been my measuring thing, some of my quote-unquote objects, which were actually little poker chip tokens that came from a two different $40 starter packs, so replacing them would have been nigh impossible. Then there was my 5 figures, 2 of which were LEs. The other 3 were all rares, and 2 of them were rares in a set where, you know, it's really hard to get a hold of, so replacing them would have been very difficult. Not to mention, like I said, about $300+ worth of dice, easily. I had like 30 pairs, and again, they're like $10 a die, so $20 a pair. You can do that fucking math in your head. And just the bag itself, which I'm rather fond of, because Mom gave it to me. Post on Wednesdays. Never mind. So, yeah, I just... Getting those figures back, especially the Black Panther, who, as I said, is a staple of my team. Getting, just getting all that shit back would have been nigh impossible with my budget. You know, I wouldn't have had the fucking money. And it would have just hit the fuck it button, you know, I wouldn't have had the fucking motivation to just say, I gotta get back into this, you know? So that would have been rather crippling. As silly and fucking materialistic and childish as that sounds, that would have been really crippling to come back from. So I'm just lucky I found it, because I might have quit. Especially since I have for a while, to an extent, been looking for a reason to quit. Because they keep changing shit. I can't keep up financially unless I get a job. If I get a job, then I'm all in again. I'll be fine. But I'm managing like a booster or 2 per set. Which, to be fair, I kind of did that to begin with. But not to this extent, you know. I don't even know what Emily likes, because she was an NPC and not a marryable one at the time. So I never really found out what her interests are. But we'll see. We'll see eventually. Alright, we're just gonna plop into bed. Tomorrow will probably be a short day. Especially since my poor puppy needs walked real bad. Ugh, how many were these worth? 16 times 128. What were these things fucking worth at that price? Give me a second here. This math is gonna bug me until I check it. Stop. I said stop. Fucking smartphones! God, I hate these pieces of shit. Piece of fucking shit, stop. You get a smartphone even slightly damp, like say if you were sweating on a bike and touch it to your face, and it doesn't fucking register. These things are worth fucking $8 a pop. That's ridiculous. Been better off eating the damn things. Still, it's money, I guess. Not worth enough money to justify getting anything with it. I really would have been better off. I think those things are worth less than the damn salmon berries. And those things are garbage. Alright, let's water everything. But yeah, I really fucking despise that factor of smartphones with touchscreens. It's stupid. It really truly is stupid that... And I've had times where I needed the smartphone open, but I've been riding for like 2 hours, and I was so sweaty that any part of my body touching it would make it unreadable. And my clothes were so damp that there wasn't a dry spot to fucking wash it off with. And I couldn't access my phone. At all. You know? That's bad fucking design. You think the person who made the smartphone would have taken that shit into account? Turns out, human bodies are made up of mostly water. And when you get the screen damp, it smudges. And when it smudges, it doesn't work. Probably should look into doing something about this. Yeah, who needs that? Stab you in the face. Alright, let's get 5 seeds. Probably parsnips. I can do 5 parsnips. Maybe 4 parsnips and a potato. That sounds reasonable. I have, for the time, run out of things to talk about anyway, so... Probably not gonna fuck with fishing for a while. Just not worth my time. Especially since the goal of this isn't really to advance and beat the game. It's just to kill time while I de-stress and talk about my week or talk about upcoming projects. Upcoming projects! There's a game. Oh fuck, what's it called? It's like Pony Gem Battlers or something. I got contacted. Twice actually, but I only got the second one. Because YouTube decided not to tell me that I had a message. But, this guy basically like, hi, I'm an indie developer and I'm working on a game. It's like, it's a Pokemon style game, you know. And it's like, hey, this seems like something that'd be up your alley. It's going on Steam Greenlight, etc. And basically it's like a 3-on-3 RPG thing that's kind of like Pokemon but with ponies. And it's currently, like I said, I think it's called like Pony Gem Battlers or something like that. It's currently on Steam Greenlight, which I guess means he's working on getting enough votes to say, hey, we will sell this game on Steam. It's apparently been to the cons, because I've seen the demo reel, I guess it's called? The preview video. And it's like, oh, this is the BronyCon trailer kind of thing. Good for them, I don't really do cons, but that's beside the point. He's aiming, I think, for a summer release. And I told him, when it comes out, assuming it doesn't chug too badly on my computer, I'm willing to feature it on my channel and show it, in which case it will be a special feature. Kind of like how the 4-Job Fiesta was, or the Nuzlocke run was, where it'll just air daily once I record it. It'll be a blind run. So, that'll be fun. Speaking of projects. So yeah, we're gonna call it here, because I gotta walk the dog, I wanna scrounge through my food a little bit, and I've run out of shit to say. So yeah, brief shout out. I will try to remember to write down the information so that next week I can give more info. But until then, I will see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.